The Houston Texans defeated the Detroit Lions 41-25 on Thanksgiving Day, due in large part to a great outing by quarterback Deshaun Watson and a monster performance by wide receiver Kyle Fuller. The Lions had no answer for Fuller, who finished the day with 6 receptions for 171 yards and 2 touchdowns. Today we're going to take a look at how the Texans wide receivers, with the help of Watson, were so effective versus the Lions secondary.
Team mobbing, when I come around, got the whole thing wobbing, wobbing, wobbing. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbing.
Okay, this is a play early in the game that's a sign of things to come for the Lions secondary. The Lions come out in a cover 1, where the cornerbacks are playing man-to-man, and the free safety is playing deep zone in the middle of the field. The rest of the coverage defenders are playing man-to-man, with the exception of Harmon, the strong safety, who's blitzing on this play. The Texans come out in 11 personnel with 1 running back and 1 tight end. The 2 receivers and tight end in the bunch set at the top of the screen run a combination of zone and man beaters. Cooks is running a curl route, wide receiver Kuti is running a drag across the middle, and tight end Atkins is running a clear-out route towards free safety Walker. At the bottom of the screen, wide receiver Kyle Fuller is running a 10-yard dig route, and it's here where Watson will complete the pass. Now before the ball is snapped, Watson identifies the blitz by Harmon and Collins. Although Collins is playing man coverage on running back Johnson, Watson realizes the middle of the field might be open as the 2 defenders rush to the line pre-snap. As the ball is snapped, Watson confirms the man coverage on Fuller and sees the middle of the field wide open due to the blitz. Watson never looks at his other reads because he doesn't have to. Fuller already has won the route, he established inside leverage on Trufant, and all Watson has to do is wait for Fuller to break to the middle of the field before completing the pass for a first down. On this next play, the Lions again come out in a cover 1, with both corners guarding man-to-man and the free safety guarding deep zone middle of the field. Both middle linebackers, Collins and Davis, are also playing zone, with the rest of the coverage defenders playing man. The Texans come out in 11 personnel, with the only downfield routes being run by Fuller, who is running the slant, and Cooks, who is running the go route down the middle of the field. Watson completes this pass to Fuller for 37 yards. Before the ball is snapped, Watson puts Kuti in motion to reveal man coverage. This eliminates the deep route option for Cooks, as he will be covered by both his man defender and the free safety playing deep. Watson's remaining viable passing options are either the flats or the slant route run by Fuller. You can see that the play action sucked up the linebacker Davis to the line, causing a window to be opened up in the middle of the field behind him. Watson never moves off his first read in Fuller because, again, he doesn't have to. Watson sees that Fuller gained inside leverage on the route and simply waits for Fuller to cut into the slant route for a big gain. Okay, on this play, the Lions try to confuse Watson, but it doesn't work. Watson sends the tight end in motion, and strong safety Curse follows him down the formation, which makes Watson think the Lions are in man coverage, when in fact they're actually in zone. The Lions line up in a cover 3 zone, with the corners playing deep zone coverage on the outside, and the safety playing a deep zone in the middle of the field. All remaining coverage defenders are playing zone across the intermediate part of the field. The Lions have the correct coverage based on what the Texans want to do. The Texans come out with 11 personnel and run a deep zone crossing concept in the middle of the field. As I said earlier, the Lions have the correct cover 3 zone coverage called based on the play the Texans are wanting to run, and almost come up with the sack after a beautifully run stunt confuses right guard Zach Fulton and allows defensive end Romero Okwara to come free through the line. However, Fulton recovers just enough to allow Watson to step up into the pocket and avoid the sack. The reason this play works is because of the route by running back Duke Johnson. Johnson runs a simple curl route and is the check down on the play, but his presence grabs the attention of both the linebacker Collins and the free safety Walker. The rule for cover 3 defenders is if there's no one in front of you, you drift back into coverage. Collins sees that Johnson is in front of him and correctly begins to move in that direction. But Walker also sees Johnson and also begins to move towards him. That movement, however slight, gives just enough space for Cooks to sneak behind the intermediate zone coverage for a big play. On this play, the Lions go back to cover 1, but this time the middle linebacker is playing zone coverage in the middle of the field with the rest of the coverage defenders playing man. The free safety is playing deep zone in the middle of the field. The Texans come out in 12 personnel with 1 running back and 2 tight ends. Watson's first read is on the right side of the field. He knows Fuller is running the corner route, with Cooks running the out route. Based on this coverage, what's good about these 2 receivers' routes is they work against a couple of other coverages. If the Lions went with a cover 2 zone coverage, you could still fit the route ran by Fuller in between the cornerback guarding zone here and the safety guarding the deep half of the field. Fuller's route could still work as it would fit right between those 2 right here. If the defense called cover 1, which the Lions did in this situation, then Watson is relying on his receivers to beat man-to-man coverage. And sometimes when these routes, it just depends on who's the better football player. Is Fuller better than the cornerback, or is the cornerback better than Fuller? Just the purest form of football, one-on-one, and beat your man and get open. One defense the Lions could use that would work would be cover 3, whereas Oruwariye would play the flanks and cornerback Coleman would play the deep zone. This coverage wouldn't allow Fuller to sneak in here because the combination of Coleman and Oruwariye will make the pass unattractive. However, we know from earlier that the Lions are in cover 1 and are relying on their coverage defenders to win in man coverage. When the ball is snapped, Oruwariye tries to jam Fuller at the line to disrupt the timing of the route, but Fuller swipes Oruwariye's hands away and gets off with a clean release, leading to a big 38-yard gain. So on this play, the Lions come out in cover 3 zone, and the Texans come out with 11 personnel. Watson sends running back Johnson into motion to reveal zone coverage due to the fact that none of the linebackers move except their normal spacing arrangement. Once the ball is snapped, Watson goes to his best zone beating route in the curl from Cooks. The interesting thing is, linebacker Ragland ends up in good position to defend this pass, but almost seems to overrun his zone coverage responsibility. Once the ball is caught, Cooks is able to gain nearly 15 yards before anyone touches him. Here the Lions come out in the same cover 1 coverage described earlier, the one where the middle linebacker is playing zone, free safety is playing deep middle zone, and the rest of the coverage defenders are playing man. The Texans come out with 11 personnel, but this time they put running back Duke Johnson all the way here on the outside, which forces the Lions to reveal their man coverage when linebacker Ragland has to come out here to cover him. The Texans are running a simple curls and out concept with the deep drag across the middle. With Watson thinking man coverage, his first option will be wide receiver Kuti on the slant out route, which is great at beating man coverage. However, Watson sees that the route is well covered and moves to his second read in Cooks, who has run past the defender and catches the ball for a nice 18-yard gain. Okay, on this last play of the video, the Texans are already up 26-17, and this 40-yard touchdown pass to Fuller really seals the game and practically puts it out of reach. The Lions come out with cover one, but this time they will be rushing Collins and sending linebacker Ragland to cover the field side of the zone. All remaining coverage defenders will be playing man. The Texans come out with a trips wide receiver set in 11 personnel. When the ball is hiked, Watson sees the blitz coming from Collins and looks to the outside. Fuller has already won his route at the bottom of the screen over the cornerback by creating enough space between himself and the defender and leaving enough space between himself and the boundary to run the go route for a 40-yard touchdown. What I found most surprising about this game was how much the Lions respected the Texans' run game, despite the Texans being at the bottom of the league in every statistical category. This allowed the Texans' wide receivers of Fuller and Cooks to have big games. Well, that's all for today's video. If you like this video, please let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see more videos like this, please smash the like button. And if you are a new viewer to the channel and haven't had a chance to subscribe, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.